But I want to, first up tonight, just take a stock of what's happening in Australia right now and the politics at play. In Queensland, we have a re-elected Labor government back off the pledge to keep Queenslanders safe from the pandemic. We've got a Northern Territory Labor government re-elected. We've got an ACT Labor government re-elected. We've got a Labor government easily re-elected in New Zealand, all off the back of keeping the citizens safe. Labor's Mark McGowan, well, he'll win in a landslide in March in WA after keeping his borders closed. Now, Scott Morrison is well ahead also in the polls, and you'd be a brave person to tip against him. Gladys Berejiklian, who seems to have performed best of them all, she's doing very well in the polls, and Dan Andrews, well, who knows? He should be gone, but there's so many frustrated Victorians leaving that state that only the stand with Dan crowd will remain come the next election. But one thing is clear, next year will be a bumpy ride for many as borders remain closed and the end of welfare looms next March. 1 in 3 mortgage holders have their loans on deferral, which means the reality of meeting home loan repayments will hit hard in early 2021. What impact that has on the housing industry? Well, that will be interesting. With the Reserve Bank keeping interest rates close to zero, there is hope within the property industry that house prices will remain buoyant. But ad hoc border closures will continue to hurt some states, especially Queensland, where unrealistic targets are being set around community transmission rates in other states. Now, the tourism industry in Queensland has taken the biggest hit of all, and I don't believe it will ever recover from some of the impacts of this pandemic. Many operators simply shutting up shop in the last few months. Now, for many Aussies, 2021 can't come quickly enough. But be careful what you wish for. With no vaccine likely until mid-next year, this virus will linger, and political leaders using it as a weapon will continue to make big calls which hurt the economy. And with trade ties with China deteriorating by the day, and of course unrest in the United States and Europe back into serious lockdown, the world has never been more uncertain.